Hello. I'm at the Baltic Sea at the north of Germany, north coast, and it's a beautiful day. I just did a little swim here in the water, and it was much warmer than I expected because I'm used to swim in the river um, in the south of Germany, which is coming out of the mountains, and it's much colder than the water here. So I could have stayed in there longer, but I'm feeling a little bit sick. That's why I didn't do it. But I enjoyed it, so I can really recommend it. So come here, um, take a swim. Let's see what I want to share today. I have a lot of thoughts on my mind, and I'm starting to realize that we can change the things which happen or which have happened in the past, but we suffer if we don't accept them as they are. And I have been suffering a lot because there have been things that I didn't wanted to accept, and I wanted them to be different. I wanted people to like me, or my job to be different, or to earn more money. But as long as you want the reality to be different than it is, as long as you're doing that, you're holding on to resistance, or you're resisting to what is. And this takes up so much energy, and I think it would well, maybe for me it caused kind of a depression because I was so eagerly trying or wanted things to be different, and it causes suffering because you're just not okay with the way things are. But you can change the things. They are just how they are. You might have plans for the future, and I think that's a good thing to have. But nevertheless, you are where you are right now, and the past has already happened. There's nothing to do about it. So the only thing you can really change is your perception. And I think that's what all these gurus and mind teacher, they tell you that you just should switch your perception. But I would say it's easier said than done, because I'm trying to do this for quite some time now, and there are things that I start to accept, but there are still a lot of things that I struggle to accept. And I would say the reason that we don't want to accept things is because our identity is attached to them. Oh, there's someone in the picture. So, for example, when my parents, well, I have been a cyclist all my year, and my parents wanted me to do it, and I didn't really want it to. And it's the same for my brothers. And one of my brother, he really wants to have an excuse from my parents that they ruined our childhood, and so he's holding on to a lot of resentment. But I would say that doesn't help anyone. It just makes you suffer, and you are not really free to live your life because you're always thinking, oh, well, I can only be happy when they say sorry. But this is just, I don't want to say my brother's stupid, but because he's not, but it's just a very limited view. So what I did instead, I don't say that it's perfect or any better, or that I'm any better than him or anything, but I just accepted it how it is, and I just gave up the resistance, because the past is the past. There's nothing you can do to change it. The only thing you can change is how you integrate it into your whole view of the world and of yourself. So I'm sure there are also good things that came with it. So we never got into drugs or anything, or so we stayed pretty clean and sober on that side. So that would be a benefit. But also the bad stuff that happened. I just gave up all the hatred and the resentment, and yeah, I'm just fine with it. So, and once I give up this resistance, I just accept things how they are. They are just not bothering me anymore. So I would say you can really free yourself from a lot of suffering that you're just holding on to, from a lot of limitations you put yourself on. I'm not sure that's the right term, but yeah, you get just freer when you just forgive and accept the things as they are, and maybe even realize a lot of the things that you thought were wrong, or you wanted an excuse from someone because they did something wrong. It was just the best they could do in that moment, and so there's not really anything to forgive at all. And maybe just try to incorporate this view for a week or two and see if things change for you, because there is so much, I know it for myself, there is so much in my life that I still hold on to, and I work on this or that here and there, but there are still things that I don't have on my mind even, that I hold on to, and that in the end form the identity of myself. Other people would maybe call it ego, because the ego, it doesn't want to give up himself. So if I define myself as someone who can't be happy because of the past, and now I see, okay, I can maybe forgive the past and let the past be whoever it is and however it is, and just move on, then I would have to give up myself who is not happy because of the past. So this lie that I'm telling myself, that I'm not happy because of the past, wouldn't work anymore. So I really get responsibility in my own hands again to be happy and to live the best life that I can live, and to live the life that I want to live. But how many people are just holding on to excuses because they are just easy to tell yourself and to tell others, because it's hard to live your life to the fullest. You have to go through pain, you have to go to adversity, and most people probably aren't willing to do that. So they keep telling this lie that it's everyone else's fault and everyone else was bad, and my past was just horrible in my childhood, and so they can do all this stuff they want to do. But how much better and how much nicer and how much more empowering would it be to really realize, okay, I can forgive the past, I can overcome the past, and all what I'm telling me is a lie, so why should I listen to that? So there's no reason really to start living the life that I dream of. So I listen to this stuff a lot, but really articulating it to someone else really gives you or you need to really structure your thoughts to get to that point that you can tell someone else what you mean. And I'm not sure if you got it, but maybe I understand it better for myself now that I got it out in that way. And yeah, I would be glad if you get something out of it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you do. All right, I've got enough sun for now because I don't want to get sunburned, and I hope I speak to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.